grandparents, and one of them was Dutch German, so yeah, I guess it works for me. And of course, they like trying different accents on The Simpsons. I have a French name, so of course I'm always thinking of that one employee in a clothing store always saying, yes! So now for the regularly scheduled jokes. I have an agenda that I like getting to, and I guess not everybody knows that unless I say it like I'm doing. Oh, well, I was out of state this weekend at a family funeral, my uncle. I'll admit I didn't know him that well, but I think that was due to having different interests. He liked car racing and I liked baseball. But there were still weird and, I guess, kind of funny things that happened because, of course, it's still people gathering that aren't around each other all that much. When I arrived there, I had driven from my hotel in the capital city, about an hour there, to southern Iowa. I said, this is what I'm here for, this is who my mom is, and I need a bathroom. It's like, yeah, I wanted to get to the point when I was introducing myself to somebody. And I think he ended up being an officiant of the memorial service, along with my aunt, who was an ordained minister. My younger aunt, the older aunt was the one who was now widowed. Then I'm getting ready to put on my outfit and everything, and then somebody shows up and calls me LaRue Boy. She wasn't sure which one I was, me or my brother. It was my mom's cousin, and I said, well, I think the first wedding I ever attended was yours. I was 9 years old. It's a town I didn't grow up in, but my parents are from there, so yeah, enough memories early on in my life are tied up in there, so it meant something to be there again, that I will admit. I also liked it when my aunt spoke about the passing of her second husband. I went to their wedding when I was only 12. Apparently my grandparents were opposed to them living together before marriage. Different generation, that had something to do with it. But it really rang true with me on what she said about it. She had been married before, and she wanted to get a better idea of if the second one would pan out. And it's like, yeah, I'm for that. I like it when people have the right answer for things. It's my life. I mean, I've had to say that to people before, too. And I know the weird phenomenon that I've noticed about funerals and memorial services is having food after it's over. Yeah, I'm aware that people need to eat to live, but it's still a weird phenomenon to me that I've thought about ever since I was a kid. But I guess that's where some of the weirdness continued with, well, some of that was on me, where it was a pulled pork sandwich and I wanted to put barbecue sauce on it. But the plastic bottle was in, I didn't know it was free-flowing. I ended up with a lot more barbecue sauce than I wanted. It's like, yeah, I don't think I need any more, and I think people saw it on my plate too. And then I go sit down and I say, well, it's probably the first time that I've eaten in a church pew, because they had them in the basement too, not just on the upper level where the service was. And I sat next to one of my cousins that I don't see that much that lives in Wisconsin. And then I spoke about driving myself down the night before to my hotel. And then her husband asked me about a pee bottle. And it's like, well, I have one, but no, I didn't need to use it this time. I pride myself in not needing to use it very much, although I have one, because sometimes you're afraid you're not going to make it to a real bathroom in time. I saw the movie Crazy Heart about a musician, and I remember that scene where he gets out of a Chevy Suburban, his destination, his musical gig, and what's the first thing he does? He takes a bottle and dumps it out. It's like, I'm a man, I know what that bottle is for. And then my cousin said it devolved really quick. It's like, well, that's on your husband, not me or you. I'm not the one that brought it up. Yeah, I even said to my cousin, you know I do stand-up. Anything you say, I might use. That's almost like my Miranda warning to people. I guess if it's family or friends that know me, sometimes I feel the need to remind them. Now, if it's somebody I don't know that well, no way, not going to warn them. Because they may not want to talk to me again. And if it's a bar, I don't want to get smacked either. Well, hey, gotta think about self-preservation. So, all right, there was that. I get back to Des Moines and I want to see a basketball game at their arena, but then I get there and security said I can't bring in my camera. It is not a professional camera. Digital camera, amateur camera. He said, no, you still can't bring it in. I don't make the rules. And it's like, I started going back to my car to leave it there, and then I realized, no, I don't want to go that bad, so I just wanted to match my hotel. It's kind of like the episode The Twilight Zone. If I can't bring my dog in, I don't want to go. I kind of feel that same way about my camera. It's not worth going if I can't bring something like that in. First place that ever said I couldn't bring in a little camera like that. It's like, wow. Oh, I'm a threat because I have a camera. Yeah, I try not to be the angry comic, but sometimes that's my best material I'm letting go. Gotta put it out there. And then there's another good one here. Oh, at work. Started a new job. Some people have heard about that in the past month. And sometimes I get unsolicited advice there too. I was handling a call that was a refusal. I kept saying, we need your social security number to find your account because I work with income taxes. And it was an old woman that kept saying, no, I will not give it to you. And you're not being fair to me. And I shouldn't have to take 40 minutes on a refusal call, but, well, I was trying to be fair to them on explaining why. And then I kept getting advice from people, while the call was happening, and other people came over too. Even on Monday, people were trying to give me advice about it. It's like, all right, I need help on something more important than an account and a file I never worked. I don't know why people all care about that one call. Slow day, maybe? One of them admitted that. And then there's also one man at work that I couldn't remember his name, and I kept calling him Big Dude, at least to myself. Because he's big, he's 6'6". One time I think I called it to his face. And then it's like, I finally found out his name. It's like, okay, I don't think I'd want anybody to call me Big Dude either if I was one. It's like, yeah, I should get to know his name. Kind of like when people call me Kyle and it's the wrong name. It annoys me. Get my name right. So yeah, there was that too. And I picked up a rental car at the airport, and somebody said, bless you to me, and I said, what did I do? I had just left the ATM. Well, I think her shirt said that she was from a religious group. It's like, well, at least she didn't try to get me to give her money or something like that, or convert. So I guess there are worse things than somebody saying, bless you. You got to be careful with the religious zealots. They're everywhere. I'm not that religious. So I guess that'll do it for me. Thank you, you've been great.
Big round of applause for Kyle. Never tell me that. You know that's what I'll do.